Hello, my name is Ella and I love to read. Ooh, that bounced a lot. Ooh my. Okay, so it's been a while on this channel. Wow, what a fun time. We're bringing it back at least a little bit because I am very busy all the time. School's always a priority. Always make school your priority, kids. Stay in school. But that means no book tube. So today we're just gonna come back, do a fun haul, just for funsies. Maybe if I find some time another time, we'll do like a review or something. I don't know. Also, I'm wearing contacts. That's why I don't have my glasses because I went for a run this morning. Yay, okay, let's dive into it. It was one of those months where, you know, you're like, I totally need to go on a book buying ban. I've been buying way too many books. I don't have any money. I can't support this habit. And then you're like, oh, there's lots of sales. Let me buy all the books. Yeah, that was this month. So Barnes & Noble had a sale at the beginning of the month where I bought 3 books. And they were all hardcover and it was only for $30 and I got free shipping. So I was like, worth it? Hell yeah, it was. So let's dive in, okay? Yeah, okay. The first book I got from Barnes & Noble was The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and it's so beautiful. I am in awe of this book. I couldn't believe when it came in person. It's all shiny in gold and silver. The spine is beautiful. I hope the inside's beautiful too. I've heard some good things about this one. That was why I got it. So The Hazelwood is about, okay, so this girl has a grandmother. And her grandmother writes all these really dark fairy tales, so cool, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But then her grandmother dies, and her fairy tales start coming true. And I'm guessing it has something to do with the woods, and she has to go into the woods and fight some good, evil stuff. I'm excited for this one. I was on a very big fantasy kick this month already, and I feel like I need to read all the fantasies. And since this has gotten some great hype, and a bunch of local booksellers that I know really like it, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get it. So, The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I'm doing that fancy thing where they put like the books in the back and then they like fill the bookshelf with all the books that they bought. I'm so hyped for this. So the next book that I got from Barnes & Noble was Love, Hate, and Other Filters by Samira Ahmed. This was another one I heard a lot of good things about, and I'm really hyped for the representation in this book because I've also heard this is very good, and I just really want to read it really soon. And I think it's just a really relevant book for this time. This story, which I bet you've heard the synopsis for a million times, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because apparently that's what you do in a book haul. So Maya is an aspiring film major. She's living in Chicago. She's living the life. Her parents want her to be the perfect Indian daughter. They want her to get married while she wants to go off and pursue her dreams at film school. But there is a recent terrorist attack in which the perpetrator actually shares her last name, and she starts facing more and more persecution from people who think she might be related to them. Is she a terrorist? They don't know because they're ignorant white people. I really want to read this book and find out Maya's story and what she has to share with the world. A couple of my friends have read it and loved it, so I'm really excited to read this one, and I'm glad I'm getting to support another Own Voices author. It's Black History Month. You know, it's also in February, Valentine's Day. What could be a better book to read in February than Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn? Not only is the protagonist of this book Black, but she's also a biromantic asexual. This is almost unheard of representation, and I'm so glad it's coming to YA. Let me tell you guys, I already read this one. It is adorable. I loved this book. I'm so glad I got to read it right before Valentine's Day, even though I'm single. What? Yeah, but it was a really great read. So this book is about our main character, Alice, who is in college, and she's struggling both to argue with her parents about how she doesn't want to be a lawyer and a law major, and also with her romantic life because she just got dumped by her girlfriend. It sounds like a bleak start, but let me tell you, this novel picks up right away. And we get to see so much cuteness and fluff, especially once Alice meets our love interest Takumi, and she starts realizing that maybe it's worth it to tell him her sexuality if there's even a single chance that they can be together. And I love that this book deals with other aspects of Alice's life, like her relationships with her friends, her relationships with her parents, her job, and all that other stuff that's happening in college, and not just her romantic relationships. We really get to see her as a whole person, and I think this book was excellent and you should definitely pick it up. The next book I bought in February is one that I've also already read, and that's Winter by Marissa Meyer. I bought this one because I used to have the hardcover and the paperback came out in January and I wanted all my books to match. I'm kind of disappointed though. Since Winter is literally over 800 pages, they had to make it the Sarah J. Maas Bible pages. And that's a sad time, but I'm very happy that all my books match now and that they're all these nice floppy soft covers. If you don't know what this series is about, this is the 4th book, and I don't know if I'm qualified to tell you because it was a long time ago I read these and I need to reread. They have really nice characters and it's a fun time. Read these books! Yay! Okay, next one. That was a quick one, sorry. Did my favorite author come out with a new book this month? That's right! It's Sight Witch by Susan Dennard. Let me tell you, it was a journey to find a copy of this book. Why are you all sleeping on the Witchland series? This series is the best! So I had the second bookstore order it so I could go pick it up later, but then I didn't get it until after release day and it was found. But now I have it and I'm gonna read it soon. I'm impressed with like the upgrade that we got here. We got some deckled edges and look at this, like, ooh, engraving on the hardback. Ooh, and some silver engraving too. But yeah, I'm really hyped about this and I think I'm gonna save it for a rainy day because it's a short one. Hopefully I'll save it until like the middle of the wait between Sight Witch and Blood Witch. Another thing I need to do is I need to go to Barnes & Noble and just like sit down and take a Barnes & Noble edition and read the first chapter of Blood Witch out of the back. Anyways, I don't want to give you a synopsis because I'm lazy, but yeah, Sight Witch, happy, yay! Okay, let me tell you, if you thought this haul couldn't get any better, guess what came in the mail yesterday? When you're watching this, it probably ain't yesterday, but guess what came in the mail yesterday? I'm a fall. Oh shoot. So one of my best friends in the entire world, and she knows how much I love that series, she sent me one of her arcs of Bright We Burn, and I'm literally about to cry. I love this series so much. When I finished Now I Rise, I was like, am I gonna have to wait a full 6 months for the last book in this series? And people were posting pictures of their arcs and Kirsten White was like, look at that cover, and I was like, oh, now I actually have one and it's in my hands. I have it. So of course an infinite thanks to Gretal. Should I shout you out? I can't shout you out with 4 subscribers, BB. I bet you're 2 of those. Anyway, but I love Gretal and I know I'm gonna love this book. I better freaking love this book. Kirsten White better do me right by Bright We Burn, man. I swear to God, if Mohammed says one stupid thing in this book, I'm about to be like, because it's an arc and I can do that because it's not a nice hardcover. Anyways, let me tell you what these books are about, because if you're sleeping on these books, you need to get on it because the last book is coming out July 10th. The first book in that series that I'm raving about up there, there's the third book. This is the first book. It's called And I Darken. It's an epic retelling of the age of the Ottoman Empire and Vlad the Impaler, who is gender bended into a girl, and the series is so good. I feel like it's a great reflection of history and the real world. Even if this doesn't sound interesting to you, I suggest that you take a try. The first book is a lot slower than the second book, but it definitely picks up. Anyways, thanks so much for watching my book haul. Hope you had fun. I hope you found the book that you might be interested in or just like watching me talk. Subscribe your butt to this channel. I didn't want to say ass, I'm sorry. I hope you have a great time reading. Till I see you next time. Bye!